and welcome to our live and local hometown holiday. I am your host, Michelle Hudak, and we are pleased to be coming to you live from Mickman Brothers Nursery in Ham Lake. We have a great program for you today that includes Christmas carols, Santa Claus, Christmas shopping tips, holiday entertainment for you and your family, and much more. But first, I want to introduce you to Chris Mickman. He is one of the Mickman brothers, and you will meet his brother John in a little while. But first, thank you, Chris, for letting QCTV come to you and your wonderful nursery here and do our holiday show from this beautiful location.
It is our pleasure.
Thanks. Let's start with a bit of background on Mickman Brothers. When was the company founded, and how has it evolved over the years?
Oh, good question, Michelle. My brother and I came up with the idea of starting in the Christmas and the landscaping business on Christmas Eve in 1975. We started our landscaping business that following spring out of our mom's basement in Fridley, Minnesota. Then later on in the early 80s, we came here to Ham Lake, to an area that's 3 miles away, and moved to this property in 85. But the Ham Lake community and the whole area has just been so good to us. It's been a pleasure to be out here.
Oh, cool. Nice. Well, it is a family business, but there are more Mickmans involved than just you two brothers, huh?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about the workforce.
Absolutely, yes. My nephew, John Mickman, works in the lawn sprinkler and Christmas wreath divisions. And our hero, Mariah Mickman, works and is the manager of our tree care division. So she does a wonderful job. And the other hero for Mickman Brothers is our 88-year-old mom, who works out of her home in New Brighton, Minnesota. So our mother, Lucy Mickman, calls over 2,200 prospective Christmas wreath customers every fall, August through first part of October, and she tries to talk them into selling Christmas wreaths from us. And she's so persuasive, or actually they just love her voice so much that she closes, almost 40% of all the leads that she calls. So we're really excited about having our 88-year-old mom just take care of things for us. Our best salesperson.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing, amazing. All right, well, what makes up the biggest part of your business? I mean, I know you have landscaping, right? You've got the nursery product, you have greenhouse, gifts, and then of course you have the Christmas fundraiser product.
Right. Well, in addition to those, we also have the tree care division, and we are one of the largest lawn sprinkler contractors in the Midwest. Our general manager, Jeff Sutter, is in charge of that division. And if you remember that little place called Target Field, we put in the lawn sprinkler system there, so we're the guys that keep the green grass green out there.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
I did not know. That's great. And is there, you should tell us a little bit more about your other workforce, because there's other people too that work here, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. We've got some folks that have been with us for 20, 25, 28, 32 years. Mr. Sutter actually started with us when he was 18 years old. And we're just so proud of not only our main workforce and managers that we've grown through the years, because they're just so talented, but also all of the other wonderful people that work with us throughout the year. A lot of them are seasonal. This is our biggest time of the year, where we have the most amount of employees and things. So yeah, it's been great.
Very cool. Well, thank you, Chris. We appreciate it, and are going now to take a behind-the-scenes look at Mickman Brothers.
Excellent. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, this is our centerpiece department. Each year we make approximately 75,000 fresh evergreen centerpieces. Each centerpiece has Fraser fir that comes from Ohio, some balsam fir comes from northern Minnesota, white pine also comes from Minnesota, and western red cedar comes from Oregon. So it's the best evergreens we can find to make this product, which is, we're really proud of our centerpieces. It's something that goes right on your dining room table, so you're looking at it every day, so each one has to be really nice. And they really do a nice job. There's 8 centerpiece makers that we have making centerpieces each year, and each centerpiece maker makes between 200 and 300 per day. I mean, they're really highly motivated. It's a piece rate job, and they really do a really fantastic job. Just eight people making 70 to 75,000 of them. So it's quite a production. The pine cone picks that go in there actually come from the Orient, and it's topped off. It's topped off with a LED candle that it's custom designed candle, as are most of the trimmings that we use in all our products are custom designed. We order so many that I can design them and then have them make them and approve the production samples, and then away they go. This year we needed almost 250,000 of these pine cone picks, and 75,000 of these LED candles that are on a timer. So they stay on for 6 hours, they go off for 18 hours, on for 6. So once you set it, you're good to go. One of my favorite pieces. This is our tabletop Christmas tree department. Each year we do about 50,000 of these cute little tabletop Christmas trees. It's dwarf Alberta spruce, which we grow in the growing range in Oregon. And the reason we grow them in Oregon is because the climate is so much better. At this time of the year, they come to us nice and green like this. In Minnesota, they get a little bit washed out because of the weather. So it's really nice to receive a nice little tabletop Christmas tree in celebration of the holidays. Each one comes with care instructions, and this particular variety is hardy all the way from Ely to Tampa, Florida. So after the holidays, you can actually plant this in your landscape. This is a dwarf Alberta spruce, goes about 5 feet tall. It's a real nice little tree. And we decorate it with jingle bells. Is kind of our trademark. Jingle bells are on lots of our products. So this goes with it, and then these really nice garlands goes with it. It really makes a nice piece. Very popular. Used in senior housing, children's bedrooms, and centerpieces in offices too. About 95% of our customers are fundraising groups like Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, church youth groups, youth athletic teams, and those orders all get loaded individually for each group into semi-trailers. They get shipped out via FedEx and UPS and a couple LTL carriers. So here comes the load right now. This load's going to New Mexico. So off to New Mexico they go. And to keep them separate, we have, we call them black Santa Clauses, red Santa Clauses, and green Santa Clauses. And because most of our customers are youth groups, we try to keep it as simple as we can so that no one gets mixed up, including us. So each day when I come into our main production room, I'm always amazed at how hard everybody works. Welcome to the Magical Mystery Tour. This is the main production facility right here. It's a large greenhouse. It's really a nice space to work. It's nice light, it's nice and warm. And as you can see, it's very green. Right in this room, we'll make nearly 300,000 Christmas wreaths. We have 8 or 9 production tables. Each production table is assigned to a certain size wreath. The main size is 25 inch. When the wreaths are made, they go from the tables over to this team of guys over here. This is a quality control point where each wreath, they take scissors and make sure it's a nice hole in the wreath. If there's any wild branches, they trim those off. If there's a significant problem, they put it off to the side and bring it back to the table that made the wreath so they can improve the next time. The amazing thing is that we go through almost 1,500 tons of evergreens each year. It's really amazing getting all these evergreens in here. Each day we use dozens of tons making all these different products. Every day we'll make about 15,000 items here at our Ham Lake facility. The size wreaths we make, the standard size is a 25-inch diameter wreath, where we make 25s, 28s, 36s, 48, and 60-inch wreaths. These larger wreaths, the 48 and 60-inch wreaths, we do it the old-fashioned way, like when I was a little kid making wreaths. They're hand-wrapped, and it's a lot different process. You've got the hoop, and then you need to tie it with this wire and pull it really tight. The smaller wreaths were made with clamp rings, and it's a little bit different process. But the reason we hand tie these larger wreaths is because the bundles can be longer, so it makes a wider wreath. Instead of a green circle, it's a nice wide wreath. And these guys really do a nice job. There's about a 2-week learning curve on hand making a wreath like this, and it's really hard on your shoulders and your arms. These guys are really hard workers. This is where we make garlands. Each year we do dozens of miles of garlands, and really we only have 3 people making the garlands. That's a really high output operation. This guy right here is working on 25-foot garlands right now. This is a machine that we developed here at Mickman Brothers that really does a nice job. There's a core of twine that comes in through the back, and as you can see, the wire wraps around until she gets to the end, and just one branch at a time, miles and miles of garlands. This is our evergreen door spray department. Each year we manufacture about 80,000 evergreen door sprays, and each door spray has balsam fir, Norway pine, and western red cedar. It's really a nice mixed evergreen product that we kind of developed this many years ago, and it's one of the least expensive options for products we have, but it's extremely popular. All the sprays are made right here and decorated back there, and then put in the cases. Black Santa Claus, red Santa Claus, green Santa Claus. So after all the wreaths are made and trimmed and gone through the quality control point, the last part of the wreath production is to decorate the wreaths. And again, it's 3 different decorating styles: classic, Victorian, cranberry splash, going in different colored boxes. And this lady right here is decorating a cranberry splash wreath. It's kind of interesting. The whole process starts in April. We need to put 3 million jingle bells on 1.5 million pine cones. We have to tie 500,000 bows. It's really a big process. It starts in April. So about 20 of the highest production people, managers, quality control people, start in April at our St. Francis plant doing all this pre-production work. So that when we start producing in October, we're ready to go. So each day, we've got all these decorators. Depending on the decorating style, each decorator does between 400 and 600 wreaths each day. And as you can see, we put them up on these sticks so we can see the way they hang on the door. And also so that my quality control person, myself, can see what the wreaths look like during the day. It wasn't until the mid-'80s when we started shipping Christmas wreaths out of state. And when we started shipping wreaths out of state, we put them in boxes of 10, wreaths stacked up on top of each other. And it seemed like a good idea. It's a good way to ship product. But by the time we got their products, the wreaths on the bottom were getting smushed. And they were getting complaints from customers. So I told my brother, Chris, my partner, if I can't figure out a better way to package these wreaths, I'm out. I'm not willing to do it. We do such a nice job making wreaths. But when they get to the customer's house, they were not looking the same way as when we decorated them. So I developed a different way of packaging. And actually, it's such a good idea, I patented it. And the way it works is each box has 2 inserts like this. And there's a hole not in the center towards the top. Then there's a tube. And each wreath hangs on the tube like this. So we put 2 wreaths in the box, and then insert 2 more wreaths in the box, another insert, and then the last wreath goes in the box like this. And now when it's shipped, all the wreaths are hanging in the box. No one wreath is supporting the weight of any other wreath. It's a marvelous thing. And we still hold the patent on this box, and my customers really appreciate the quality of the wreaths and how they arrive at their doorstep. So the last part of the process is we have to staple all these boxes. They're all done, and down they come from the production room and up into the warehouse. This is Carter, and you can tell Carter's been doing this job a long time. So that's our Christmas wreath making operation. It's a multi-generational business. My grandmother made wreaths. She learned from her mother in Norway. My dad made wreaths. My brothers and I made wreaths. And now my children are making wreaths. And all these products, 500,000 products that we manufacture each year, go to thousands of organizations in 49 states all over the country, all except for Hawaii. We're really proud of our operation, and if you haven't picked up already, we really work hard at it. And I remind our production people every day, every single wreath is going on somebody's mother's front door. If the wreath you're making isn't nice enough to go on your mom's front door, put it off to the side and try again. That one's not good enough. Merry Christmas.
And joining me now is the other half of the Mickman Brothers team, John Mickman. Welcome, John.
Well, it's good to be here.
Wow, that was quite the behind-the-scenes look with your whole production. Pretty exciting. Now, tell us a little bit about another very impressive story with your Norwegian grandmother and how the first wreath got started in St. Paul.
My grandmother, my father's side, was from Norway, and she and her husband lived on Lake Owasso in Shoreview, right on the lake, so we call them Grandma and Grandma Lake. Mm-hmm. She was born and raised in Norway on a fjord deep on the far side of the fjord, mm-hmm. and her mother showed her how to make Christmas wreaths. She used to gather boughs and bring them in. When she got older, she'd start to fashion them themselves. And as luck would have it, she fell in love with an Englishman, mm-hmm. my grandpa, John Ernest Mickman. and they traveled to St. Paul and made a life there. But during the Great Depression in the 30s, he was an entrepreneur and never had a job, and everybody was broke in the 30s, including my grandparents. They were renting a house on Eaglehart Avenue in St. Paul, and my dad was about 12, 13 years old, and it was nearly Christmas in a certain year in the mid-30s, and he was on his way home from school, and he thought, gosh, I really want to buy Mom a Christmas present, but I don't have any money, and I need to buy my Mom a Christmas present. He got to the house, and that day she had made a Christmas wreath and hung it on the door, and it was made out of a clothes hanger. Had a ribbon on it, a couple trinkets, and he got home and he looked at the wreath and said to himself, wow, now that's nice. I bet I could sell that sucker. So he took that wreath off his mom's door, went down to Summit Avenue where all the rich people lived, and didn't take too many houses before he sold that wreath. Went to a store, bought his mom a little set of figurines like her grandmother had on her bureau, dressing bureau, and the lady wrapped them up for him and brought him back to the house and presented his mother with a Christmas present. Merry Christmas, Mama. Well, she was delighted that she had it, but she knew he didn't have two nickels rubbed together, so where'd you get the money for that, Jack? I just got it. Well, no, where did you get the money? Well, you know, she did the same thing to me. She'd pinch my earlobe, and she pinched his earlobe until the story came out that he took the wreath off the door and sold it. She said, sold it? Who would pay money for such a thing? Well, I don't know, it wasn't too hard. What, do you think you could sell more? I'm sure I could. How many could you sell? As many as you could make, I think. So that's where the wreath business started. From Norway to downtown St. Paul. And she had a wreath business through her 89th year. And my dad, after World War II, he started his own wreath business when he was going to college at the university. Then when my brother Chris and I started our landscaping business in '75, we started our own wreath business in '77. And it's grown from there.
Like how many wreaths do you think you sell in a year?
Well, between raisins, garlands, and swags, and centerpieces, and living trees, it's about 500,000 items.
Wow, that's great. Well, we just have a little bit of time, but tell us a little bit more about this workforce that must go along with all this mass production.
It's a big deal. It's a seasonal job. It's only 2 months, really. It takes 500 people up in northern Minnesota and northern Wisconsin to harvest the boughs. There's 100 families in northern Minnesota that make wreaths in their homes that we come down here and decorate them. Our production workforce here is about 250 people. Most of them are immigrants, Hmongs and Latinos. And most of them come back every year. We work 10-hour days and so they get overtime, and most of the jobs they have, the employers schedule their time so they don't get paid overtime. So they actually quit those jobs to come and work for us so they get overtime, and plus I'm sure they just like working for Mickman Brothers. So.
That's great. Well, it looks fantastic in here, and we are now going to listen to Oh Christmas Tree by a group called Lake Country Chorus. Let's listen.
Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Not only in the summertime, but also in the wintertime. Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh Christmas tree, you set my heart a-singing. Oh Christmas tree, you set my heart a-singing. Like little stars, your candles bright send to the world a wondrous light. Oh Christmas tree, you set my heart, you set my heart, you set my heart a-singing.
What a beautiful song. Thank you so much. And now with me is Adam McGuire, who is the marketing administrator for Mickman Brothers. Thank you, Adam, for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Something new in marketing is your online store. Tell us more about this concept.
It's actually a pretty basic concept, but extraordinary at the same time. Our online store was kind of a no-brainer for us from a business standpoint, but also for our fundraising. One of the biggest things that we kind of talk about, one of our MOs, is extending your reach. So we wanted to give the fundraising groups and all the nonprofits the ability to extend their reach nationally with our fundraiser.
Cool. So can people send a wreath across the country?
Absolutely. That's one of the biggest things we try to talk about is, giving these local, small, nonprofit organizations the ability to reach across the nation. And the best part about it is it's free after $60. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Great. So what do you think is the key to success here at Mickman's?
I would say the key to success at Mickman's is it's us not pretending to be somebody we're not. Basically, we are a small business with deep local roots. We are very involved in the community, and that's one of the biggest things for us. You could call us right now and talk to John or me or Meg or anybody. So we like to stay true to who we are and provide great products. So.
Great.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of the local people love you too, particularly me. I live close by and come here all the time to shop, so it's pretty exciting.
Excellent.
Well, what else now? What are the different things online that we can get?
So some of the products online you can get are wreaths, obviously, sprays, centerpieces, trees, and other various holiday decor.
Oh,
so
awesome.
nice little variety. The fresh evergreens, though, are by far our most popular.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Adam. Thank you so much. And now we are going to see how one family's visit with Santa Claus went. Let's take a look.
Well, each year we like to bring out our daughter, and we're going to bring our son out coming up here pretty soon, too. Come out and see Santa. I think it's a great way to get into the holiday season. And I think it's a little bit of a tradition for our family. And it kicks off the holiday season just how we like to do it every year. So it's something that we'll continue to do throughout the years, and hopefully when we get older that our kids, and they'll do it for their kids too. If you cry, you're not going to get any presents. You got to be a good girl. You don't want to be put on the naughty list, do you? No.
There we go. What would you like for Christmas? Look at Santa. You want Frozen? Oh. Who's your favorite, Elsa or Anna? Can you look at Santa? You like Elsa? Do you like to see my watch? What's that there? Pretty cool, huh?
Tell them what you wanted? What's your favorite part of Christmas?
Having Frozen.
Having Frozen?
Yeah.
You can't wait for, do you really want to, you can't wait for Christmas this year?
Yeah.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Everybody likes to take a holiday. Everybody likes to take a rest. Spending time together with the family. Sharing lots of love and happiness. Oh, come on, ring those bells like the Christmas tree. Jesus is the King, born for you and me. Oh, come on, ring those bells, everybody say, Jesus, we remember this your birthday. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Celebrations come because of something good. Celebrations we love to recall. Mary had a baby boy in Bethlehem, the greatest celebration of them all. Christmas tree. Jesus is the King, born for you and me. Oh, come on, ring those bells, everybody say, Jesus, we remember this your birthday. Come on, ring those bells, light the Christmas tree. Jesus is the King, born for you and me. Oh, come on, ring those bells, everybody say, Jesus, we remember this your birthday. Jesus, we remember this is Christmas. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding.
Oh, what a beautiful song. Thank you, Lake Country Chorus. This time of year, many families go to concerts and plays and holiday events. And Matt Overstreet is going to give us a holiday preview of what is going on at the Lyric Arts Center this month.
Yeah, just recently I was able to visit the Lyric Arts, that theater in Anoka, and I was able to talk to Laura Johnson. Now, she's the managing artistic director and CEO of the Lyric Arts. So she was able to tell me a good bit about the theater itself and what's coming up. Now, coming up around the holiday time, there's a lot of shows and a lot of nice things that people will be able to take their family to. Among those is A Christmas Carol. Now, A Christmas Carol started November 21st. So it's already been running for a while, and it's going to be going yet until December 21st. Now, from what I understand, most of those shows have been sold out, so you can't get tickets online. However, you are still able to call and see if there's any availability. So if anything is opened up, you might still be able to get in. And I hope you can if you haven't got a chance, because I got a chance to take a look at some of what they're doing, and it looks absolutely great. Also coming up now, they've got Beauty and the Beast coming up. Now, that's going to start December 4th and run through the 20th. Also, they've got a concert series. Their concert series is Music in the Burbs. So there's going to be some great concerts coming up. Allison Scott on December 10th, as well as Monroe Crossing on December 17th. So that's a great concert you're going to be able to bring your family to and enjoy the holidays here close by at Anoka.
Lyric Arts was founded in 1995 by Lynn Schmidt and Phil Bologna, and they started out in a little converted cabinet shop up on Johnson Street. And the entire theater, from the stage to the box office to the audience, was no bigger than the square footage of this lobby, and they packed people in. It was so successful. So then this building became available. It was in 2001. It was a derelict building, and Lyric Arts, thanks to some very generous help from some donors, was able to purchase the building and do a renovation. It was a $2.5 million renovation on this building, which was the original Anoka Cinema building. So oftentimes people come in and they say, oh yeah, I remember seeing Back to the Future there, or I remember seeing Lion King there. So Lyric Arts was founded as a community theater, and from the very beginning, the vision was to take the very best of community theater and pair it with the very best of professional theater. So high quality productions, but a warm and inviting atmosphere where everybody would be nurtured and everybody would be encouraged. And over the years, as the production quality has grown and as Lyric Arts has become more experienced, our audiences began to expect more. And our artists began to expect more. And so the growth continued to happen. And a couple of years ago, we had a visioning retreat where we talked with some of our favorite actors and our directors and our board and our staff and talked about where we were going as an organization. And community is the #1 thing that we do. So we talked about whether we were an organization that was about building community through theater, or if it was time for us to really be a performing arts organization that serves the community in which we reside, and really put the art of what we do at the forefront. There was such incredible momentum behind Lyric Arts as a theater company that it was kind of a no-brainer, that we really needed to put all of our energy into making sure that the art of what we do is at the forefront. Next year is Lyric Arts' 20th anniversary. It'll be 2015, it'll be 20 years since Lyric Arts was founded. So it's really a time to look at the past and see how far we've come in 20 years. We've had an amazing growth over that time, but also to look forward and to look to the future and see what Lyric Arts should look like 20 years from now. You know, we're gonna have to be gearing up. We moved into this building in 2001 and really have not done a lot since then. So, we're going to be looking forward to renovations that we need to make to the building. It's a building that has served us well, but any building, especially an old building, will start to take some wear and tear. So looking at how we can do some remodeling, redecorating, remodeling the lobby, redecorating the lobby to really tell the story of Lyric Arts as it is today, as opposed to the Lyric Arts that we were in 1995.
A concert or play is a nice family outing at this time of year. Another big thing this time of year is shopping. And Karen George and Leslie Sauer set out to do some Christmas shopping, and they chose some unique places. Let's see where they went.
I'm Karen George, and I've been given the assignment to shop local here in the Quad Cities. We're taking a visit to unique shops right here in the Quad Cities. In Andover, we'll visit the Round Barn, where you can tick off any gift item on your list. In Anoka, we'll visit the Anoka Feed and Grain, where you can pick up a present for your pooch or your kitty cat. At the Ramsey Tree Farm, you can have a great family outing, taking hay rides and picking out your Christmas tree. And A1 Soul Service in Champlin, where we'll pick out a gift from the quilter on my list. Well, I'm here at the Round Barn, and here with me is Laura Miller. You are the shop owner, and you've owned it for 7 or 8 years?
This is my 8th Christmas. So, yeah, been here a while. It's a huge place. It's about 4,000 square feet, so we've got lots of corners.
Okay, well, let's get going. Start showing me.
Yes.
Lori showed me a variety of different styles or themes to decorate for this holiday season. She says be creative and think out of the box when you're decorating your home. Well, the thing I find so amazing about your store, I've only been here a few minutes, and already everywhere I look, there's something new and different. The Round Barn carries more than decorating items. They also offer specialty foods, soaps and lotions, books, greeting cards, clothing, jewelry, and antiques.
And we just try to give Andover a little bit of something where they don't have to be driving to 6 different stores. They can just come here and find everything they need.
There are many imported items here at the Round Barn from Denmark and France, but there are also some local artists that are showcased in the store. Lori, I've had a great time visiting your shop, and as you can see, I found quite a few gifts to tick off my list today. Well, as you can see, I had a successful afternoon at the Round Barn here in Andover, and everything's gift wrapped and ready to go under the tree. So, off to my next stop. I'm here in downtown historic Anoka along the Rum River at Anoka Grain and Feed. This has been here since 1948, and they serve not only dog and cat food, but horse and corn and wild bird feed. But we're going to go inside and see what we can find for some Christmas gift shopping. Let's head inside. You guys have been here since when?
1948.
And Jay, how long have you worked here?
I've been here 7 years.
And what's the appeal of this kind of a store in this suburban setting?
Memories for a lot of people.
I have a lot of memories of this place too. At Anoka Independent Grain and Feed, they carry a wide variety of food and supplies for many different animals. Plus, they carry most items in bulk, so customers only buy what they need. I know a couple of dogs that would really love this for Christmas.
This would be a lifetime bone.
Oh.
But it's one of those that they dream about. Seasonings and spices and the wood pellets.
So you do have a few people treats here.
Yes, we do. And we keep adding a few more and stuff like that. We've gotten into doing the Louisiana grills, and we're finding a lot more people are getting into doing their own meats and stuff like that.
Jay was kind enough to give me a brief tour and history of the old mill, where I met one of the friendly barn cats.
I enjoy, knowing people around town, and when you go out to eat around town, you see all your customers, and it's always fun to see that, and just seeing everybody. You see everybody at least once or every other week.
The sweet chili barbecue sauce. I think that's an option for someone. Go put these at the cash register. So, thank you for having us here at the store today. We've had a great time, and we're going to go off and do some more Christmas shopping.
Okay, thank you.
We're out here in Ramsey at a little hidden gem called Hanson Tree Farm, and with me is co-owner Dave Hanson.
Hi.
So glad we got out here to see your tree farm.
It's a perfect day, too.
It is.
Yes, yeah.
give me a little history. You've been around since 1951.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, my parents and grandparents bought this property and to be a tree farm, Christmas tree farm, and started planting in 1952, and we've kept it going ever since. That's just a wonderful thing.
The Hanson Tree Farm is a family-owned and operated Christmas tree farm right here in Ramsey. It's a great spot for families to continue the tradition of hunting for that perfect Christmas tree. And while you're in this urban forest, enjoy hay rides, visit the gift shop, or just sit by the campfire and have a cup of warm cocoa or cider. Dave showed me a variety of native species of trees that they have and what to look for when selecting your Christmas tree. On their 40 acres of the tree farm, they have red pine, Scotch pine, white pine, and balsam fir. Here in Ramsey, where I've just visited the Hanson Tree Farm, you can have a great family outing while you pick out your Christmas tree. We're here in Champlin at A1 Sew Craft with Linda Meyer, the owner. And tell us a little bit about your shop. How long have you been here and what services do you provide?
Hi Karen, we're a full service shop. Our motto is we make sewing fun. We're going to be offering beginning sewing classes real soon here.
Now, I have been a customer for years as well as my mother has, and I want to make sure that on our tour we get to see the back room where you do all the servicing.
Oh, great. Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
let's go.
I like that.
A1 Sewcraft carries many sewing machines for any skill level and all the supplies, from thread to machine parts, for the sewer on your list.
We encourage people to come in and sit down and sew on them and, just take a tour of them, because one machine can feel a little different to you than another.
And this convenient local shop can perform regular maintenance and repair services on all makes and models. Well, thank you. We've had a very nice visit here, but I think I need to do a little bit of shopping for the quilter on my list.
Oh, all right.
Well, I can see here some stencils, lots of little trinkets that she'd like, even picking out her own fabric, but I think that for me it's going to be a gift certificate today.
That is just the best gift, and then they can purchase what they need and what they want. Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Okay, well, let's go take care of that. Great, thank you. Well, let's not tell Mom what she's getting for Christmas.
That'll spoil it.
Thank you, Linda. We had a great time in your shop.
Thank you very much.
Another great gift idea would be a gift card to Mickman's, right, Meg?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Joining me now is Meg McLean, and she is the Garden Center Manager.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
And thanks for helping QCTV have our live and local show here. Your garden center looks beautiful.
Thank you. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of team effort.
Looks
Absolutely.
great.
Thanks.
Hey, tell us about the Santa season part of the nursery and what is new with that this year?
Oh, thanks for asking. Our Santa Seasons is new this year for our customers that come in year-round and say, boy, you're Mickman Brothers. You have wreaths. You have trees. You have the swags. Do you have any other Christmas things? We've been doing this making wreaths since 1977. And at this location, this is kind of a Christmas destination. And it dawned on us, was like, as much as we have people ask for Christmas ideas, we're bringing it to them year-round. So this will be a destination for Christmas for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Well, decorating is big for people, too. And for some people, they really don't know where to start. So you are going to explain to us how to put together a beautifully decorated pot for outside your home or office, while one of your designers, Jody Lazaroff, puts one together.
Oh, this is great. These are spruce tip pots, are beautiful spruce tip pots, and I have to thank Jody for doing that. She's a great designer. This is something that has come on in popularity, and it's not really down south. It's a lot of the northern states that have these. And to be able to get the spruce tips, Mickman's is known. We have our own areas where we harvest our spruce tips, and we replant them to have those. But as we get them in, easy thing to do to get your spruce tip plant. And all you need is the spruce tips, and you'll see that there's dogwood. As she's got her birch poles in here, she's got berries, and it's going to be like the waterproof outside type berries. And then you'll also see the Norway pine in there. It's so easy to have a beautiful little greeter at your front door. then you can embellish it with so many other things. We've got owls. Natural things seem to be the thing this year. Little deer heads, owls, birds, cardinals. There's so many things, and we have so many things available for them to come in. Not everybody's going to want it the same way, but there's a lot of different things for people to come in and take a look at.
Is that the deer head that she just put in there now? Is that
Yeah, that is the deer head. We named them this year.
Okay.
So we have kind of a personal attachment to all deer heads that go out of here.
That is very cool.
Yeah, and the owls have been. We have white owls. We got the brown owls. We've got the with the berries and that. So you get a little bit of white, a little red, little green, and the birch bark. All natural, but really beautiful.
She's doing a great job. It
She is.
Well, thank you, Meg. While Jody finishes up, we are going to hear another Christmas song. This time it is the classic Jingle Bells. Take it away, Lake Country.
Jingle, 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 hear the sleigh bells ring. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Now the ground is white, go it while you're young. Take the girls tonight, sing the sleighing song. Get a bobtail nag, 240 for his speed. Then hitch him to an open sleigh and crack who'll take the lead. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey!
Another thing that Hardy Minnesotans do is play outside in the winter. I know my son Mike loves snowball fights. We are a hardy bunch and folks like to embrace it. So we put together some outdoor activities for you and your family to do. Let's take a look.
I'm going to be showing you around some of my favorite sledding hills in our area. Let's check them out. Yeah! In Ramsey, there are two sledding hills to choose from. The first is Central Park, located on 161st Avenue. The second is Alpine Park, located on Alpine Drive, which features a warming house to warm up in when it's cold out. Andover also has two hills. There's Andover Station north on 139th Lane, which is a fully lit sledding hill for nighttime use. And Prairie Knoll Park, which features a warming house as well as a lit sledding surface. In Anoka, George Enlow Park has a great hill located on Lund Boulevard, which features a warming house and a lit sledding hill. Finally, in Champlin, my favorite hill is High Point Park on Goose Lake Parkway. If the temperature dips below -10 degrees, or when temperatures are unseasonably warm, most warming houses will be closed. To get the hours of your local parks and sledding hills, visit your city's Parks and Recreation page. So grab those sleds and come join me on the sledding hills.
The ancient Scottish sport of curling is sweeping its way into the northwest suburbs. The Four Seasons Curling Club in Blaine opened in 2013. 2010 Olympian and Director of Curling Operations, John Benton, gave us some background on the club.
Four Seasons Curling Club was opened in January of 2013, it was brought about by the people here at Fogarty Arena. They had always talked about having curling here, and once the economy rebounded, it seemed like something they could do. The St. Paul Curling Club was the only curling club in the Twin Cities, and they had a very large membership. So it made sense that there was a market for it here, and once the ground was broken, it wasn't too long before the building was up and they had ice.
Minnesota, Wisconsin, and North Dakota are considered to be the hotbed for curling in the United States. Minnesota has over 30 curling clubs throughout the state, but Four Seasons is a unique club, and here are a couple of reasons why.
Well, Four Seasons, first of all, it's the only year-round curling facility in North America that we know of. Nobody else has ever laid claim to that. So we run leagues here 5 nights a week, all 4 seasons. So we have a fall, winter, spring, and summer season. Generally 2 leagues a night for fall, winter, and spring, and then summer we go down to 1 league a night. But we really pride ourselves on being a learning center. So we always have ice available for people to practice and learn.
The Four Seasons Curling Club is unique because we are the official national training center for USA Curling. And after we got that designation, we applied to become an Olympic training site.
If you haven't figured it out already, curling itself is a very unique sport. John gave us a couple of reasons why it's so special.
Well, the thing I say most often is the best thing about curling is the people. Curling has long been kind of a niche sport. It has a lot of the same etiquette and traditions as golf. It originated in Scotland. So the people are very proud of the sport. Once they've been playing for a while, they love to talk about it, they love to converse about it. It's a very social sport.
I can tell you from personal experience that curling really is a blast. If you're looking to try it out yourself, here are a couple of ways for you to get started.
To get involved with curling, all you have to do is call us at the Four Seasons Curling Club or go online at www.fourseasonscurlingclub.com. And you can get involved and learn to curl from our Learn to Curls that we offer. And also, we have one-on-one instruction that is available. The other way people come and learn how to curl is through our events. So whether it's a corporate event or it's a family event like a birthday party, all people are welcome of all ages and walks of life to come and try curling.
Another great thing about this time of year is the food, whether it's lefse and Swedish meatballs or Christmas cookies. There are lots of yummy things to eat at Christmas, and Noah Johnson went to the Swedish Crown Bakery to talk with Ava Sabet, who gave us some background on her shop.
We realized that there is a real big demand for Scandinavian baked stuff, so we thought it would be really great to open up a bakery. So we wanted to open up the old bookstore on 2nd Avenue in Anoka, and that was not, I guess, in our faith to happen. So the co-op, Grassroots Co-op, they offered us to take over their deli, and that's what we did, and we did that for about almost 3 years.
With the holidays upon us, Ava talked about some of the fun treats she will be offering this season.
So we will have a pumpkin spice roll, which is not typical Swedish, but we made it our own version from the roulettes that are a gluten-free, lovely treat that people really like. That's what we're gonna have for the gluten-free people. And some cookies, probably like ginger snap cookies, gluten-free as well. And then we're gonna have regular ginger snap cookies, gingerbread men. We're gonna have kransekaka, which is Norwegian, but again, the demand is very, very high. The lefse. Cookies are not very typical for Christmas, so I'm trying to bring in certain cookies that I would relate to Sweden, and again, sometimes I have to go on demand. So I know spritz cookies are really, really popular, so I might do like a Danish butter cookie or something. So there will be a variety of cookies. We will change some of the sweetbreads, like the fall in Sweden will become winter in Sweden. We will probably have the Bush Noel, the Yule log. And then whatever people feel that they want to order, We're very accommodating when it comes to orders.
There sure are going to be a lot of great things to choose from this season. We spoke with the bakery's front manager, Sarah Black, about what some of her favorites are.
I've been a huge fan of the kransekake so far. I'm a big almond person, and while I'm not Norwegian, I've never tasted it before, so she started making it, and it was absolutely amazing. I never had anything like it before, and I was a big fan of that.
The bakery certainly showcases Ava's Swedish heritage. She told us about some of the traditional holiday dishes in Sweden.
Saffron is A to Z in Sweden when it comes to Christmas time. Also, of course, cardamom. Saffron buns, saffron sweetbread, saffron cookies, biscottis, that's huge. A lot of dried fruit dipped in chocolate, so like prunes dipped in chocolate, figs dipped in chocolate, almonds, a lot of dried fruit. And then very, very popular for children to make at home would be like, I think it's almost like a fudge here, or something called ice chocolate. So when you put it in your mouth, it's cold and it just melts. And it's pretty cool. So caramel, fudge, and then iced chocolate. Those are really popular, and rice pudding.
Sandy, your group does a lovely job. Can you tell us a little bit more about them?
Sure. We're the Lake Country Chorus from White Bear Lake, Minnesota, and we were chartered in 1968, so we were all just like 4 years old when we started to sing. But we sing all over. We sing all over the city, all over the state. We've had a wonderful time the last Sunday and Tuesday. We had 2 wonderful Christmas performances with the North Star Men's Barbershop Chorus, and that was our 11th year doing that. And we sing at Como Park every summer, and wherever we're asked. If you ever need to have a performance by a chorus, we're here.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for watching Live and Local, a hometown holiday. We hope you enjoyed our show. We want to thank Mickman Brothers for their generosity in putting this program together. It has been great. So from all of us at QCTV, Merry Christmas to you. We leave you with one last Christmas carol by the Lake Country Chorus, We Need a Little Christmas.
All out the holly, put up the tree before my spirit falls again. Fill up the stockings. We may be rushing things, but deck the halls again. Deck the halls right now, for we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. It hasn't snowed a single flurry, but Santa dear, we're in a hurry, so climb down the chimney, turn on the brightest string of lights I've ever seen. Slice up the fruitcake, it's time we hung some tinsel on that evergreen. Hang it on that bough, for we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. We need a little Christmas now. Need a little music, need a little laughter, need a little singing, ringing through the rafters. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. We need a little Christmas right now. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in the hope that St. Nicholas soon would be there. He's bringing lots of toys for girls and boys, and wait until you see that Merry Christmas tree. So on, Dasher, on Dancer, on Prancer, on Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the roof, to the top of the wall.